Okay, your girl coming back in with just another short one. Sometimes being ghosted, okay? Sometimes being ghosted is not that bad because they don't even ghost you in a bad way. They don't mean to hurt you when they ghost you. It can be someone that like they really enjoyed your time. They really enjoy who you are. They really love your personality. Like you guys had some fun times and maybe a few things in common. You guys might have did a couple of things and went out a few times. But then this person just happened to ghost and, go away. And if you are a non-toxic narcissist person, you're not gonna like sweat it. You're not gonna, harass the person or embarrass them or yourself or whatever to try to figure out what happened. You're not gonna do that to them or yourself. But this person might have had issues or may knew that they didn't deserve you, and they had things they needed to, deal with, and they didn't want to bring certain things, into a relationship. That if you guys got into one, they didn't want to bring any of that into, the relationship of, trying to be with you or whatever it is that they're trying to do. So, they felt like they didn't want to explain. Maybe they didn't want to explain what they were going through because they didn't want you to judge them or whatever. Or sometimes they don't know the words to explain it, but they actually did you a favor. It might have felt some type of way when it first happened, but sometimes, okay, here we go. But sometimes it's not a bad reason. Sometimes they did you a big favor, even if it was for, a bad reason. They ghosted you because of whatever reason. It was a bad reason why they ghosted you. But when they ghosted you, it was still good because they did not bring the trauma and the drama. And sometimes they try to, spin the block, but they didn't bring the drama and the trauma and whatever for whatever reason that they ghosted you. And you just moved on. It wasn't a big deal. But like I said, some of them be trying to like spin the block again and whatever. They'd be like, oh, well, this is what's going on. And even if it was something like the first scenario where, this person honestly knew that you was too good for them, or they wasn't ready to be in a relationship or a friendship. So they honestly just, moved around so that they wouldn't hurt you. Okay, even if it was that, or the toxic person that, ghosted you to see if you would accept them back when they try to spin the block or whatever. Either way, ghosting is sometimes good because it tells you a lot about the person, whether it was good or bad on why they ghosted you. So my point being is just don't take ghosting like it's the worst thing in the world. Take it as a blessing from God that He prevented you from going through something with someone that you had no business ever spending time with. And it wasn't the person or the friendship or whatever business or whatever relationship that He had planned for you. So sometimes ghosting is not as bad as you think. All right, you guys, with that being said, God bless.